So today there was a story. There's a story that happened in Dearborn, Michigan. Dearborn is a huge Middle Eastern Muslim population, and the Muslims there showed up to protest uh, the basically sexualizing kids. They had pornographic stuff and sexually explicit materials and LGBT stuff promoted to their children. Now, I've even heard LGBT people talk about against this kind of stuff. All right, not even just the pedophilia stuff, but just promoting this kind of behavior to children. Like there's a thing called gays against groomers that's out there now, and like if you know anything about the history of the gay rights movement, it was started by a person who was sympathetic to pedophilia because he was holding up pro NAMBLA signs, National Association for Man Boy Love, National American Association Man Boy Love. But well, I got that all wrong. But anyways, the NAMBLA used to march with the gay pride parades, but then they separated themselves from NAMBLA, so they would no longer allow. So there was those who were for that and those who were against that. Now, the sexual revolution, it was like most of the people, a lot of people involved with that were into all kind of stuff, heterosexual or homosexual. But anyway, so when they was trying to promote, like people like Alfred Kinsey was trying to get, he was trying to basically promote, when he used the science, he was a doctor that was supposedly the head of sex ed, and he had ran experiments on children of the most intimate and evil way. Why don't you, and two documentaries that discuss that was Kinsey's Pedophiles and the Kinsey Syndrome. They really talk about that. But anyways, they ran experiments on children and to see how it was just bizarre. I can't even talk about it right now. But anyways, the whole sexual revolution was based on that kind of pedophilia stuff. And you've seen this in mainstream pornography, pedophilic images and things of this nature from back then. The Kinsey Syndrome really got into that. But anyways, now it's really being pushed in the schools, and you see these quote unquote regressives or progressives putting this in. This is kind of what happens when you put Democrats in office now. They frame it like you're anti-LGBT, and they deny that this stuff is happening. Oh, it's just LGBT. They deny it, which means they're useful idiots for demonic stuff. They always use your morality against you. They always talk about tolerance and something like that, and then they push something demonic, and then they want to shut you down. Then they want to shut you down and malign you because you're against it. Now, they're not going to say that the Muslim. They're not going to frame it like they didn't frame it like the Muslim community did this. They're going to frame it like it's on like they're just framing it like people were against LGBT. It wasn't about being against LGBT. You're pushing that stuff on their children. Why are you trying to groom their children into certain sexual activity, bro? This is demonic, bro. This is demonic. And these people are okay with me just because they got rowdy and hostile with these I mean, they didn't do anything to them. They didn't physically hurt them. But they got rowdy and hostile with these people who were just like, well, we kind of like they was just talking about tolerance. When you talking about tolerance and then throw pedophilia in there, you're a demon. You're a demon. You're a demon. And there was one rainbow demon that was talking about how, like, associating, like, he had a little sign that said that equated this like there was a black student from the 50s that was brought into a school by the military. It was an all-white school by the military because the whites was hostile to her because they was demonized and had racial issues. And they equated it to that. And it was just like, no, okay, this is why I call him a rainbow demon, because they was literally talking about pushing this stuff to kids. So this pedophile enabler, that's what he is, whether he knows it or not, he's a pedophile enabler, is going to equate that with blacks being attacked for being black. This is what they do. They come off. This is why these people need to be vetted. They don't know their gender. They don't know where the line is when it comes to children. First, they want to talk about children can get all kind of alterations to their body. Now they think that children could be exposed to certain types of material that of a sexual nature. Then they're going to want to touch your kids, man. Then they're going to make it act like they're going to touch your kids, and they act like you're going to malign you because you're not allowing your kids to engage in love. It's all love, right? So, yeah, man, these people are kind of heroes to me because They stood up like when most people aren't really paying attention, and Christian, non-Christian, Christian conservative, or whatever, that most people aren't paying attention. And I think this is, I salute them in this. I don't agree with Muslims on a whole lot of stuff, but on this, I agree with them on this. And anybody who wants to fight against pedophilia, I don't care if they have race issues, man. We can fight that together. There was one story where the Bloods and the Crips and the KKK got together and signed something because they would realize there was a bigger threat that loomed other than them. Sometimes you got to side with people you don't agree with in order to get the worst enemy out. And in this case, I mean, I ain't saying these Muslims are a threat, but what I'm saying is that pedophile, that underage sexualization of children stuff is a huge threat, man. That's way over the line, man. These people are evil, man. These people are full blown. Anyways, that's all I got to say about that. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.